Your attention is like the first thing towards teaching. You can have all the teaching content in the world ready, but if you don't have their attention, it's first base. You know, Lego products excel at getting kids engaged and focused, and that's why I love it. Kids walk in the door and they go, "Yes, Lego." I mean, just right at the door, right as they're coming into your class, and you know that you have got a really
boost in confidence and literacy. And that's big nowadays because that's an area where students tend to be a little bit timid.
These authentic experiences of engaging in engineering and science and math through the Legos really gives the kids a taste for what their future could be and helps them make better decisions about their career in school so that they can get to where they want to do, so they can get to where they want to be later on in life. And we've seen a very powerful impact on our kids' lives of really re-engaging them in the academic process and re-engaging them at school at every level.
You know, we talk a lot here at this school about
making the transition from school to college, making the transition from this school into a career one day. These are the skills that they're getting now that are going to carry them forward into the future. When you think about a change at this school, I want them to be enthusiastic about the tough stuff, and I want them to be building a foundation that people later come back to do
What I always say is getting kids motivated and getting kids holding their attention is like the first thing towards teaching. You can have all the teaching content in the world ready, but if you don't have their attention, it's first base. You know, Lego products excel at getting kids engaged and focused, and that's why I love it. Kids walk in the door and they go, "Yes, Lego!" I mean, just right at the door, right as they're coming into your class, and you know that you have got a really great chance to give them some great learning experiences and get them to learn some stuff that they're going to remember and retain for a long time.
I think society really underestimates the capabilities of things. They're just sponges, they're ready to absorb everything. So when they're actually engaged in hands-on learning, critical thinking, and exploration, they all of a sudden not only do they find more success, but they also find out that failure is just death or success. The other thing that we've seen is a real boost in confidence and literacy. And that's big nowadays. That's an area where students can do.
These authentic experiences of engaging in engineering and science and math through the Legos really gives the kids a taste for what their future could be and helps them make better decisions about their career in school so that they can get to where they want to do, so they can get to where they want to be later on in life. And we've seen very powerful impact on our kids' lives of really re-engaging them in the academic process and engaging them at school at every level.
Okay, good morning everyone. Welcome once again to another webinar series in partnership with Felta Multimedia Incorporated and Philippine Alliance for Open Educational Resources Incorporated. We thank you for today for having us in our webinar series. And of course, hindi po mangyayari ang lahat ng yan without the effort of the Power team. So once again, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat mula Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. Ganoon din po sa ating po mga kaguruan sa karatig bansa ng Pilipinas na kung saan sila po ay nakasubaybay din para matutunan ang mga learnings po dito po sa Power. Ganoon din po with Pelta. So to start with, I have with me Pastor Sunny Medina from Jesus the Bread of Life Church in Caloocan City for the prayer. So Pastor Sunny, before we start, mag-pray po muna tayo.
Yes, good morning, President Wax. Thank you for having me here. Blessed morning, everyone. Again, good morning, Mr. President. And good morning also to the Vice President, to all the staffs of Power. Good morning also to all teachers and to all the participants. My name is Reverend Fernando Sunny Medina. I am the in-law of President Wax. And thank you, and it's an honor to be here. At masimulan natin ang araw na ito ng panalangin. Because in everything we do, we have to do it for the glory of God. At naniniwala ako na kapag ang lahat ng bagay ay nasimulan po ng panalangin, tayo pong lahat ay pagpapalain ng ating Panginoon. Seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Sabi po ng Matthew chapter 6 verse 33. Well, again, this morning, let's honor the Lord. Bago tayo magsimula ay tayo pong lahat ay yumuko muna at tayo po ay manalangin at humingi tayo ng gabay sa ating Panginoon. Let's all bow our head and let's pray. Father God, we thank you, and also we welcome you today in this conference. We acknowledge that we are nothing without you, Lord. Yes, Lord, take control of everything. And I pray this organization, Power, including their president, Wax Benson, as well as the members, to please guide them, O Lord. May they impart the love of learning, the passion and the inspiration you put in their hearts. I pray that they may increase in more knowledge and wisdom that comes from you alone. Bless all the teachers of their noble calling, and we declare breakthroughs upon their organization, as well as in the lives of the participants who are joining right now. Please, O Lord, provide more ideas, more partners, and more positive opportunities for them, O God. Guide and help them when they face difficulties and challenges in the future. And we also thank you for the leaders' commitment and patience towards this endeavor. Bless them, O Lord, and I offer them to you. This we ask in the name of Jesus, our Lord and Savior. Amen and amen.
Amen.
Thank you very much.
Salamat po, Pastor Sunny Medina from Jesus the Bread of Life. Okay? Kailangan po natin talaga ng guidance mula sa Panginoon para po maging successful ang ating webinar. Okay?
Yes.
So, once again, powerful morning, everyone. Welcome to our free webinar on active learning through Lego Education for early childhood. My name is Wilbert Benson. I'm the President Chairman of Power INC. And together with me is Ma'am Mary Ann Valentino from Taliktik National High School. Good morning, Doc.
Good morning. Powerful morning and blessed po sa ating lahat. I am very happy to be included as a host on this webinar. Again, so this is free webinar for all educators as well as non-educators. Right, Ma'am Jenny Lou?
Ayun, akala ko hindi ako kasali eh. Good morning, powerful and beautiful morning to all of us. I-remind ko po muna bago ang lahat yung mga nagtatanong po. Yung iba po, meron ditong message. Ma'am, hindi po kami maka-download. Hanggang ngayon may nagda-download pa po. Nandun po sa wall ko.
Jenny Lou.
Oo nga. Kita na ako, di ba? Ayan, si ma'am. Akala ko.
Yeah.
Yung mga magda-download po, yung mga nagtatanong po, babalikan ko kayo mamaya. Yung link po nasa Power page at saka po nasa wall ko. Pakihukay nyo na lang kasi madami. Tapos, yung deadline po sa output, hindi po ngayon ang deadline ng ating output sa LDB. Huwag po kayo magpanik. Meron pa po kayong 3 araw. So, yung link po, i-re-repost po ulit namin mamaya habang po tayo nagla-live, Sir Wax. Ilagay na lang natin sa baba, no?
Yes.
Tapos, yung mga output niyo po, kung kayo po ay nagpasa na before doon sa for completion, 2 po yung ating link. Yung isa po ay for completion para makuha niyo po ang inyong certificate. Yung isa po ay for entry sa competition. Kahit po kayo ay hindi sasali sa competition, kailangan niyo pa rin pong mag-submit ng output para po ma-check namin kung talaga po kayo ay nag-participate para fair. Yung iba po, masyadong ginalingan. Architecture na po ang ginagawa nila. Pinapagawa lang po namin ay kahit po simple lang. Kasi po yung iba ang gaganda ng output na nilagay. Akala po nung iba kailangan daw bonggang-bonggang-bongga. Hindi naman po kailangan pang interior design ng inyong LDD. Okay lang, basta po na-try nyo po, okay na po sa amin yon. Pero, kung gusto nyo po na mag-participate sa competition para manalo ng aming mga magagandang prizes from our partners in education, meron pong iba pang link. I-repost po namin ulit, reminders, ang deadline po ay May 12. And then May 19 po, ay May 16. Ipopost po namin yung mga finalists. So magkakaroon po kayo ng notice sa inyong email at ipopost din po namin ang mga names. So stay tuned lang po. And speaking of our partner in education, nandito rin po siya, kasama natin si Ma'am Maylene from FELTA.
Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat, mga educators
Yay.
and non-educators. At advance Mother's Day para dun sa mga mothers na nanonood po ngayong araw. And gusto ko lang pong banggitin na yung Lego Digital Designer and Story Visualizer ay inyo po yan. That is that will be your property already, since ito po ay pwede nyo gamitin as a tool when you are already back in school. So we know for a fact that after the ECQ is that you will be now having a tool so you can use it as for blended learning in your own classrooms or even in your families. Now, also, wag lang po tayo masyadong focus dun sa competition. We would like just for you to enjoy and to experience so that you have something to bring with you and an output that you can share with your co-teachers, your students, and your school administrators. And finally, I'd like to also make mention that I'd like to say that we are very, very fortunate that Power and FELTA Multimedia has inked a memorandum of agreement so that we will continue to provide you with free webinars, live webinars, so that we can continue to upskill you. And we are also going to be offering some specialized live webinars, which can be for like advanced mathematics, for language arts, or language proficiency, and so on and so forth. So with that, I'd like to say, again, advance Mother's Day sa lahat po ng mga nanay natin dyan. At lahat naman tayo may nanay. So advance Mother's Day. God bless, and you will have a very good experience on early childhood using Lego Education Platform today. Thank you and God bless.
Okay, maraming salamat po no sa ating educational partner na si Ma'am Maylene Abiba sa FELTA Multimedia Incorporated no for having with us sa nagiging collaboration po natin para po patuloy po natin matulungan ang ating mga kaguruan. So ulitin po natin no, ang ating po mga webinar ay libre. Okay, libre. So hindi po requirement na kayo magpa-member para po kayo ay maging participants ng mga webinar po ng Power. So maraming po salamat. Saludo po kami kay Ma'am Maylene no for having with us no with Power. Salamat po. Okay, Ma'am Mary, ano ba ang ating mga surprise for today? No, kasi ang dami na po nating
Okay.
Ma'am, sabihin ko lang ma'am, ang ating pong official registered participants for today is 6,493. So we are expecting na yung 6,493 na yon ay magpapadala ng output, no? Yan, babahain na naman tayo, Ma'am Jen, ng output, no? Yung aking pong storage ay punong-puno na sa mga magagandang output ng ating mga kaguruan. Ma'am Marian, ano po yung ating mga surprise for today?
Okay, so wow, Sir Wax. So today, all participants, magkakaroon po sila, we will have 4 winners of 500 pesos. No, yung mechanics po, mamaya po, Sir Wax, sasabihin nyo kung paano sila mananalo ng 500 pesos. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes po, yes. Sasabihin po natin later yung pong magiging mechanics po natin para sa mga mananalo. Okay? So bago po tayo magsimula ng ating pong... yes, ma'am.
Meron kasing isa pang tanong. Kailangan daw po ba maging member para makapag-submit ng output at makakuha na certificate? Hindi po. Kahit po hindi kayo member ng Power, at kayo po ay nag-participate sa amin, pwede po kayong makatanggap ng Certificate of Completion. Hindi po requirement na magpa-member para lang mag-attend ng aming very free, absolutely free, definitely free webinar.
Yes, that's true. Totoo po yan.
Yes.
Kasi, para po sa mga kaguruan po ang aming ginagawa, maibahagi po namin yung mga technology no na inidiman po sa ating pong panahon. Lalo ngayon no, naka-ECQ tayo. Instead na tayo po ay magmukmok sa ating mga bahay, narito po ang Power at Pelta para bigyan po kayo ng mga activities para pagdating ng pasukan, no, sa face-to-face sa pasukan, meron po tayong magandang maipe-present sa ating pong mga estudyante. Okay po? So yan po ay libre. Ang certificate po ay magmumula po sa Pelta Multimedia Incorporated, no? Represented by the President and CEO, Ms. Mylene Abiba. Okay, so yun po yung ating kasagutan doon, ma'am. Okay, ano pa? Ano pa ating mga dapat gawin? Ma'am Marian. Sige, ma'am, ma'am Jen.
Reminder lang din po, kapag po kayo nag-post, make sure na tama po ang inyong hashtag at make sure na i-post niyo po sa wall nyo at saka po i-share nyo po sa amin. At remind po, minsan po kasi pag tinatag nyo po kami, hindi po din namin ma-view kasi po hindi po parang sa maling page po na po post. So kung yung iba naman po pilit po kaming ina-add, pasensya na po, puno na po ang aming friend list. Mapipilitan na po akong gumawa ng isa pang FB account para po i-accommodate yung lumampas na po sa aming friends list. So kahit po hindi po kami tinatag, basta po nakita namin na kayo'y nag-enjoy at kayo'y natuto, kami po'y super proud na sa inyo. Yun po.
Yes.
Mag-focus po tayo mag-focus sa certificate. Mag-focus po tayo doon sa skill building. Opo. Sa susunod nga po, parang Sir Wax, sabi ko, wag na nga tayo magpa-certificate para malaman natin kung sino talaga ang gustong mag-aral. Ano?
Pero gagawin natin yan no, para malaman natin kung talaga ba sila interesado dito po sa ating mga activity. Dahil sa certificate o hindi sa sa certificate, no, gagawin po natin 'yan sa sa mga susunod na activity. Mga susunod. Pero for now, since ito po ay pinangako namin sa inyo, we will provide CPD accredited in honor po from Pelta. Okay? And then we are applying for more trainings para sa CPD units. Tama po ba, Ma'am Mylene?
Tama. Oo, para marami tayong mga makukuhang mga CPD points, credits para sa ating mga guro.
Okay.
Very good.
Salamat po. Okay, ano pa? Ma'am Marian, meron ka pa bang idadagdag?
Yes, sir. Meron pa po. Yung later po, we will have an evaluation for this webinar. So links will be posted in our page. So we are expecting all participants will answer the evaluation form.
Yes, meron po tayong ibibigay na evaluation form. And kanina pong alas 8, nag-post na po ako sa group natin ng online attendance, no, para malaman natin kung sino na ba talaga ang nakasubaybay dito po sa ating programa. Okay po? So, bago tayo magsimula, no, ma-introduce natin ang ating resource speaker. Siguro magpalabunutan muna tayo sa ating mga participants.
Wow!
Yung mga walang pang-load, no, para magkaroon sila ng load.
Sana makasama kami ni Ma'am Jenny Lou.
No, ay nakatanggap po sila ng 500 pesos. So ipapadala po natin iyan through GCash. Anyways, meron naman po ako ditong data kung sino po siya, kung saan nakatira, at kung ano po ang kanyang cell number na ipapadala po natin sa kanya. Okay? So simulan na po natin. No, bumola muna tayo ng isa. Okay, ano ba yun? Random.
Sir Wax, habang inaanap mo yung bola na yan, pwede daw bang pakishare yung link ng live mo kasi naliligaw yung ibang madlang people?
Okay, naka-post po ang
Oo,
ating
hindi
live
nila makita, sir.
sa group ng Power at saka sa personal Facebook ko po, naka-share po siya. I-click mo lang po yung yung post ko po na yon, ididiretso na po kayo sa YouTube. Okay po?
Yes.
So yun lang po ang inyong gagawin. Okay, so let's start now with our wala na.
Random.
First winner.
First winner po natin. Share ko lang yung screen, no?
Oo nga, sabihin ko nga, i-share mo yung screen eh.
Oo, para transparent.
So mag-start
Ayan.
na tayo.
Yay!
Yan,
Bibili.
may isa na tayong winner. Si Baby
Wow!
Sarmiento. Ma'am, pakasulat po yan.
Ako na, pinicturean ko na.
Pakisulat.
Kasi hindi ako magalang magsulat.
Cellphone number
Isa
niya.
pa, isa pa. Oh,
Isa pa.
isang 500 na po yan, ha? Ito po isa pa.
Yan. Para po maklaim nyo ang inyong magiging valid po ang inyong pag-win.
Price.
Ang inyong prize kapag kayo po
Puro
ay
babae.
na-experience.
Ang nanalo, si Miss Maricel I. Ignacio. O kayo po ay makakatanggap ng 500 pesos.
Kung tatapusin nyo ang webinar
Oh,
today.
yan. Okay, so yan po yung ating mga nanalo sa ngayon, no? Okay, ano pa ang gagawin
Sir,
po natin?
yung sa mga kapapasok lang ng webinar natin, ano daw ba yung napanalunan nila?
Yan, paliwanag natin. Sabi natin na 500 pesos po ang inyo po matatanggap mula po sa Power. Okay po?
Ang bili ng load para may pag-data.
O, pang-data kasi ang iba naka-cellphone lang. Okay, so hindi na po natin patatagalin ang ating pong programa, no? Atin na pong i-introduce ang ating pong napakagaling na trainer for this morning. Okay, handa na po ba kayo na makilala ang ating pong trainer? Okay? Good morning everyone once again. Amin pong i-introduce sa inyo ang aming pong resource speaker for today para po sa ating webinar series on active education, no, for Lego. Okay. Ipe-present ko na, ito na po si Ma'am Annalyn F. Aban. Siya po ay isang master trainer from Felta Techbook. Okay? Miss Annalyn. Ma'am, good morning po.
Hello po. Good morning to
Powerful
everyone.
morning, Ma'am Annalyn.
Yes.
Good morning. Powerful morning to everyone, especially to our educators. Good morning.
Okay, yes ma'am. So, mag-start na po tayo.
All right.
Yan na, hindi ko lang hinabaan yung introduction kasi hanggang 12 lang po tayo. Marami tayong activity. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir. So the floor is mine now.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Okay, so at this moment, I will be sharing my slide.
Si Annalyn Aban is the first Filipino to be recognized as a Lego Education Academy trainer from Denmark. She was trained last January.
Wow.
So she's the first, yes. She
Yes,
was trained in Lego Education headquarters in Denmark, in Billund, Denmark.
Wow, international po ang ating trainer for today, no, na si Miss Annalyn Aban. Isa po siyang Lego Education Academy trainer and Felta Techbook Academy Master Robotics trainer. So,
Right, Sir Wax,
ready ka
do
na
you
po?
have my screen already? Do you have my screen already, Sir Wax?
Yes po.
All right. So shall I start?
Yes, ma'am.
I have with me a gentle reminder for everyone that you take note that all registered participants must fill up the registration form to secure your certification, and all must install Lego digital software for the hands-on activity. You'll be sharing the links to the Power group shot, and all must download the 6 bricks folder given in Power Epic group and see the We Do Cleaning Ocean worksheet link for your final output. All right, good morning and powerful morning. Welcome to our webinar in active learning through Lego education for early childhood education. Once again, I am Ms. Annalyn Aban. I am from Felta Multimedia Incorporated, and our company aims to modernize education. And in order for us to innovate education system here in the Philippines, our company is in partnership with Lego Education. For my qualification, I'm a Lego Education Academy trainer, and I'm one of the Master Robotics Trainer of Pelta Techbook Academy. This course provides educators the importance of learning through play and its approaches. This is our agenda for today. I'm going to introduce the Lego Group and the Lego Education. I'm going to discuss as well the Lego Education approach to learning. I'm going to introduce what is learning through play. I'm going to show you the creative exploration through hands-on examples of learning through play. And I'm going to introduce who is Lego Education Preschool. And I'm going to do some demonstration of the early childhood materials that we have in Lego Education. Please take note of this. We aim to do as many hands-on activities, but since we don't have our actual Lego bricks with us and it's a virtual training, please be advised that we will be using Lego digital design software for our interaction with the Lego bricks. Yes, you heard it right. We'll do hands-on, and it's just a matter of using our creativity and being resourceful. So be prepared for your Lego digital software. So, what would be our objective for today? During today's training course, I would like you to understand the Lego education approach to learning. The participants should understand what we meant by learning through play. The participants should gain ideas for how to facilitate learning through play activities. Gain ideas for how to run and facilitate your own hands-on activities. Get classroom management tips, work hands-on using our LDD software, and have lots of fun. Please take note, it's okay to have fun during a Lego Academy training course because when we have fun, we are motivated. And when we are motivated, we learn more effectively. Now, I'll briefly introduce the Lego Group and the Lego Education. This introduction includes a hands-on activity that will use elements from the Lego digital software. Now let's have the Lego Group, and we start learning and play since 1932. For the first 25 years, the company only produced wooden toys, including the duck shown here on my presentation, which dates back to 1932. The first Lego plastic brick was produced in 1958. This was the start of Lego system of play. Since then, Lego bricks have always fitted together. The Lego system of play believed that children should not be offered ready-made solution, and they need something different that would invigorate their imagination and creativity. From this belief, Lego system come up with the idea for a range of toys that fit together to form a system, creating a toy that can provide a lifetime of value. The name Lego is from the Danish word leggout, which means to play well. It was years later that Godfred discovered that the word Lego in Latin means I assemble or I put together. For you to find more information about the Lego Group's history, you can see lego.com/Lego history. Now let's have a short introduction of who is Lego Education. Lego Education was founded in 1980 in response to demand from teachers and childcare practitioners. Initially, kindergarten sought larger duplo sets for groups of children, but the business quickly expanded to provide simple science and technology teaching solutions to elementary school teachers, and some of which are still sold to schools today. Today, Lego Education supplies educational solutions for children from ages 1.5, and it has a global network of more than 200 suppliers across 90 countries, including regional sales office in the United States and Europe, including us in Asia, of course. Within this global network, more than 1,000 people work for Lego Education today. And the number is growing. When developing our solution, please take note of this. We often work together with educational specialists in order to secure the most relevant content possible and hit the correct curriculum standards. Our mission with Lego Education is to enable every student to succeed through a system of playful learning. Look at this quotation. It says that your hands know a lot more than you think and they know. Your hands know things that your mind doesn't know that it knows. Hands-on learning is a form of education in which children learn by doing. Please remember that the effectiveness of hands-on learning has been well documented for many years. I know that all of you are familiar with the law or with the theory of constructivism. Research has shown using your hands activates between 60 and 80% of your brain capacity, which is a fantastic starting point for learning. You can probably all recognize the following. When I speak today, there's a very little chance that tomorrow you remember what I said. If I show you a picture, you might remember it. If you try it yourselves with your own hands, there is a much higher chance that you'll actually understand and remember what I'm trying to communicate. You can do much more with your hands than you are aware of. These are the examples. Think of tying your shoelace, eating with chopstick. These are probably things that you can do but can't explain on how you can do it. People with credit cards or debit cards do not remember their four-digit PIN. Their fingers automatically do the dancing on their keypad. This is the type of learning process that we aim to build when using Lego education resources for learning. Now, let's try out a simple example of what hands-on learning can do, and this activity encompasses all the elements of Lego education learning philosophy, including hands-on, minds-on learning, and creative problem solving. All right, since it's a virtual training, let's have our virtual Legos as well. Prior to this training, we ask that everybody must download your LDD software and 6Bricks folder link. All right, I place here 6Bricks in front of you. I hope that everybody already have their 6Bricks folder. Okay, and everybody is already have their Lego digital software with you. If you have the both folder, please open the 6Bricks folder. All right? Please open your LDD software now and open the 6Bricks folder for our hands-on activity. As you open, it comes with 6 pieces Lego bricks. Okay, supposedly I'm only giving all the participants 60 seconds to do the activity, for we will be using only 6 bricks. But since it's a virtual training and we also need to consider bandwidth, okay, I will be extending my time. I'll be giving you 2 minutes to do the hands-on activity. But wait for my instruction first. You have to use all 6 bricks. As soon as you finish, please send us the screenshot photo of your created deck. You may send it to the link that we will be posting on our chat box. All right, and this time, let's do our hands-on activity. It's already 9:31 a.m. So we will be seeing your DAC creation at 9:33 a.m. All right, all the links are available with our group chat. And for assistant, you can actually PM Miss Jen. And then right after you do the activity, please take a photo of your created doc and then send it to Power Messenger or send it to the link that we will send to your group.
Actually, Ma'am
As
Ana,
we, yes, sir.
lang, yung pong ating pong folder, no, it was already posted in our group sa Power INC and
Alright.
sa wall po ni Ma'am Jen. So, pwede nyo pong ma-download doon yung mga hindi
Alright.
po makaka-download.
Okay, that's it. Thank you so much, Sir Wax, for the assistance. All right, for the other questions that's raising on our top chat, as Teacher Wax mentioned a while ago, all the links and the folders are available in Power Epic Group, and you can also search it with Miss Chen account. Thank you. All right, since that we have the LDD software together with the 6 bricks folder, for you to reach it quickly, just open the 6 bricks folder and you can actually run the activity with 6 bricks folder. And for those who didn't able to download the LDD software prior to this training, you don't need to worry, or you can still send your output afterwards. Alright, isa rin po sa mga issue na talagang ating mararanasan during virtual training is yung bandwidth issue. So there are teachers na nahihirapan pong mag-download ng kanilang LDD software. That is alright. You can do your output po afterwards and you can still send it to us. So you don't need to be stressed even if you cannot do it because we can consider the bandwidth issue here in the Philippines. All right, Sir Wax, do we have any feedback po from the group? Meron na po bang nakagawa?
So as a reminder po, no, sa lahat po ng participants po natin na gusto pong mag-present ng kanila pong mga output for this activity, you can print shot, no, print screen, print shot, and then send po doon dito po sa ating comment box para po maipakita din po natin. And of course, don't worry kung sakasakali pong hindi kayo masyadong makasunod, no, since available naman po ang ating recorded videos, pwede nyo pong balik-balikan and then you submit your output. Okay po, wag po tayo mag-worry.
All right, so here is the sample LDD 6 bricks folder that we sent to the Power Group. As you open, there are 6 bricks from the LDD software. We have 3 yellow bricks, 3 yellow regular bricks, We have here one yellow 2x2 bricks, and we have here two pieces of 2x3 platted brick. Okay, sa mga tanong po, you can always, you can actually see it from the Power Group. You can also see po Miss Jenny's account for your reference. But if ever po that you didn't able to do the activity, you don't need to worry. Kasi po, you can also send your final output afterwards. So this is the LDD software that I am talking about. Even though you don't have your actual Legos with you, you can enjoy Lego digital software. Wherein po, you can see the different Lego bricks na pwede niyong magamit sa inyong designing. Alright?
Sir Wax.
Yes, Ma'am Jen. Ma'am, show your camera.
Ay.
Assist po natin si Ma'am Ana.
Oo nga. Yung pong yung link, pinost ko po dun sa, kasi siguro pa sila, no? Nagbubuo pa sila yung iba kasi hindi pa.
Alright.
So, pwede nating i-show. Wala pa kasing napasok dun. Yung link po, Sir Wax, nilagay ko sa ating chat. Paki-flash mo nga dun sa strip sa baba.
Naka na siya?
Dyan sa, sa baba. Ayan.
Dali, naitago yung mukha mo. Dali lang.
Okay lang. Sige, lagay mo.
Thank you, teacher. Right.
Yan.
So the link already.
Kasi nalilito sila kung nasaan na ang madlang people. May nag-respond na.
Alright, there you go.
Then, okay.
Ma'am Jen, can we share it?
Teka. Share ko.
Right.
Sige, share natin. Share your screen.
Share natin para malaman natin kung nakagawa na sila.
Please remember, teachers, that you need to use all the 6 bricks together.
Okay, correct.
What you need is to create a dock.
Okay, ito po yung kailangan na theme na nasa ibabaw. Pag nakita nyo po itong maraming Lego bricks, ibig sabihin tama po ang ginagawa nyo. Okay, meron na tayong 2 responses. Ang kailangan nyo pong ilagay, your email, your name. Of course, we need to identify who you are, what level do you teach, and then upload po yung inyong file. Tingnan natin yung file na sinubmit na. So, meron na tayong 2 nag-send. Nag-send sa atin ay si Sir Den at si Hipolito.jhf.
John Harold Hipolito.
John Harold pa, bongga. Sa ulo mo, Sir Wax, yung 10,000 mong members. natin yung kanyang output para makita.
Alright, there you go.
Bibida.
Ang galing, ha? So ano ba yan? Ibon ba yan o ano?
Grabe ka sa ibon. Tingnan natin yung isa. Ang isa. 6 na umuunlad tayo, mga kapatid.
Okay, there you go.
Sila mahabol.
Tingnan natin yung isa, yung kay Sir John Harold.
Kayo na po ang humusga. Alright, so...
Teka.
It seems...
Iba-iba pa rin mga BB
Harold.
Shout out kay Sir Harold na may BB Duck. Next. Tingnan natin yung... 8 na po sila.
That's
sila. Na lang? 5,992 na lang po hinihintay natin.
Alright. Miss Jen, can we just see na lang po 2 projects, then afterwards we can proceed.
Ito ba yung duck? Parang naging suwan na po yung duck na ito. Yan.
Alright.
Okay. No, abangan po namin yung inyong mga outputs. Babalikan po namin kayo. Salamat po.
Alright, maraming salamat po. So we can now proceed with the presentation. Okay, so as you can see po, we only ask you to do the basic hands-on learning that you can enjoy with Lego bricks. As you can see, using our creativity and being resourceful, we can still do hands-on activity even if it's virtual. Sa mga nahirapan po, paumanhin po, pero wag po kayong mag-alala. You can still send us your final output para po ma-collage natin yung inyong mga docs. As what we saw on the screen, merong pong mukhang Meron pong mukhang ibon, may mukhang ostrich, okay, meron pong mukhang ahas, all right? So that's what we are expecting. All right. So that's good. Congratulations to all the participants that able to create their own version of doc. For those who didn't able to accomplish it on time, you don't need to worry. You can still send your output to us. So I'm going to share some of the previous doc share with us as well. I have here Teachers JP's doc. Mukha rin po siyang ostrich. I have here Teachers L'Oreal doc from Pasig. And I also have here doc of Teacher Renzo from Binangonan, Rizal. So as you can see, we use 6 bricks together. But then, right afterwards, we come up with different design. So it's time up. We already gathers everyone doc, and I pick some photo from our participants. Now, what do you think when looking at the docs? So iba-iba po yung kanilang itsura, tama? Why are they all different? What skills did you use in building your doc? Please take note of the following notes. You were all given 6 bricks. You were all given 2 minutes na na-expand ng 5 minutes. You were all given the same task. But you all contributed with different solution and all of them are correct. So palakpakan po natin lahat ng participants. Congratulations for accomplishing our hands-on activity for this morning. With Lego Brick as a tool, you have the chance to create your own solution to the same questions. Please take note, using this hands-on activity, you can challenge the student at an individual level and they can all succeed. It is very important to build confidence, and we often talked about the low entry and high ceiling. So we start with an activity that everybody can solve and build up from there. Now, since I'm a Lego Education Academy trainer, this is my job and I usually do it. Okay? I have run this workshop many times. Yung mga face-to-face trainings po. And I am an experienced doc builder. As you can see on my screen, okay, kung tatanungin niyo ako how quickly I can build a model of a doc, I'm just going to place it like this. Okay? And then right afterwards, I'll lay the 6 bricks on the table. And then, voila, I am done with my docs. This is my doc. I cut it up and ready na po siya para lutuin. It's ready to go in the oven. So you see, it's all about the power of imagination. It demonstrates the power of imagination in a learning environment and how energy is released when people do something that is fun. Okay, ano ba yung mga experience natin during this hands-on activity? Maraming nataranta, kitang-kita po sa chat box natin. Kasi they don't know where to get the link, saan nila kukunin yung docs, saan nila kukunin yung bricks. So it put a little stress with us. But it's okay. That rush help us to exercise our mind and make us ready and excited with this training. All right, let's sum up the power of imagination. The brick is a tool for learning. This task has a low entry and a high ceiling. Ganun po yung gusto nating maging approaches na madaling intindihin ng lahat, kayang gawin ng lahat, but it can reach up to higher level. It is easy to get started, but there is no real limit to where you can take your model. This type of activity is excellent for creating a state of flow. This will really help our student to become more engaged. All right, there you go. So play is learning. The slide comes from the Lego Foundation Research and Learning Department. The foundation has been identifying skills that could be relevant when building a dock under pressure. Supposedly, on a face-to-face training, we will do it on a 60 second span of time only. We will talk about which skills might have been activated during the dock building activity. We often tend to think that, of course, play has a value. Children enjoy it, but it is not really serious. What are they actually learning? Nothing could be more wrong because being playful, like you were during the duck activity, by experimenting with things, trying things out by taking them apart and putting them together again, and taking risks with new ideas is the ultimate way of learning. While you didn't have time to really think during the 60 seconds expanded to 5 minutes activity you're building, your brain was actually working like crazy. Hindi natin alam kung nasaan na yung link, nasaan na yung folders, ang tagal ma-download. So, it's make us feel crazy about it. Let me illustrate and give you a few examples of the skills that were activated while you were building the dock. Would you believe with these 6 pieces of Lego bricks, we actually use 24 different skills. Okay, and there are the skills. So let's run through of the different skills that we gain with this activity. Think about, like for example, with spatial abilities. Thinking about and manipulating objects in virtual, like when you visualize what you wanted to build and then manipulated the elements to make the dock. This is essential for your ability to visualize and imagine a situation and look at it from different direction. Perhaps even more critical, this plays a key role in mathematical thinking when children learn to sort, learn to count, and quantify objects. Sometimes we consider abilities such as concentration, self-control, idea visualization, and spatial understanding to be soft skills or things that are byproduct of learning. Nothing could be more wrong. The skills that you use when you are motivated to play and make things are the skills that are most critical to problem solving and, and creative thinking. These are also a fundamental way of learning language, reading and writing, and mathematics. Play is learning. Even a simple activity like building a dock train up basic skills that are critical to different development areas. Another example, self-regulation. Most of you felt a little stress, a little crazy during this task, but no one failed. All right? Your ability to regulate your emotions and motivation while setting yourself the goal of completing the dock and working toward that goal is called self-regulation. It's important for you to retain control and lead yourself when you're setting a goal and trying to achieve it. Sometimes, we consider abilities such as concentration, self-control, idea visualization, and spatial understanding to be soft skills or things that are product of learning. Nothing could be more wrong. The skills that you use when you are motivated to play and make things are the skills that are most critical to problem solving and creative skills thinking. These are also a fundamental way of learning through reading and mathematics. All right. So what are the other skills that we gathered? Okay, emotional regulation, self-regulation, long-term memory, attention, because we are all focused, because we really wanted to do the activity, mental imagery, imagination, for we think of how can I build a dock using these Lego bricks, pretense, visual perception, imitation. But because we're trying to think, how can I do that? Okay, adaptive social functioning, perspective taking, and self-assessment. Okay? Okay, so connective to hands-on learning is an open-ended learning. There are differences and advantages of an open-ended and creative approach to learning versus a traditional approach to learning. Let's communicate that for us in Lego education, it is not only about having the bricks available. It is also a teaching mindset. One of the ways the teaching and learning with Lego education resources can help 21st century skills is by using an open-ended approach. For example, I have here a mathematical problem, a simple mathematical problem. 2 plus 2, okay? So what would be the answer? How many correct answer can you come up with this simple question? If you turn it around and ask 4, how many correct answer can you think of? There are unlimited number of correct answer. Presenting a task that allows for many different correct answer enable our student to achieve a state of flow and differentiation. You'll achieve a higher level of engagement within a group of students if you ask an open-ended questions rather than a question that has one right answer. Now, let me introduce to you the 4C approach of Lego education. When you use an open-ended approach, the students are more independent in the way they approach challenges. But the teacher's a facilitator is still responsible for making sure that the student gains some new knowledge. To ensure a consistent structure, we have developed all Lego education activities that consists of a framework called the 4Cs process, which consists of 4 phases. And what are those? Connect, construct, contemplate, and continue. Now let's stop the first phase, which is the connect phase. This sets the scenes for the activity, building on something that the students already know, tickling their curiosity and activating their motivation. During this phase, the students begin to solve problems and prompted by questions from their teacher, and they begin to reflect on what they are doing. Now, next to connect, when the student is already engaged and connected, we will move forward to the next approach wherein we have the construct phase. This is the building part of the activity. This is the building part of the activity. The idea is that when we construct things with our hands, we simultaneously construct knowledge in our mind. During this phase, the students begin to solve problems and prompted by questions from their teachers. They begin to reflect on what they are doing. So this is the exploration time. Okay? Then next to the construct phase is the contemplate. In this part of the activity, student will reflect on what they have just done. Facilitating questions from the teachers force that the students to verbalize what they have just discovered. Student can also reflect on the activity and what they have learned as they explain to each other what they have just done. Contemplation is vitally important in making students aware of their newly gained knowledge. And now for our last part is the continue phase. This presents a new challenge in which the student have to use their newly gained knowledge. The goal of this phase is to have students apply the knowledge they gained earlier in the activity, thereby consolidating what they have learned. So this is the follow-up activity. Next to 4C approach is what is learning through play. In this next part of the training, we will work on gaining a common understanding of what is meant by learning through play. Now, the question is, why play? Lego Education Preschool focus so much on play. Now, take note of this. Why is play so important for us at Lego Education? Some of the reasons are that we are the Lego group and we are automatically connected to play. This is our heritage. When we look across cultures, we see play is under pressure in many areas. Like in school system, testing student skills fills up more time on timetables in schools. Even preschools are met with concrete academic learning goals. At home, contemporary life, we have no time and we are too busy. So we just let the kids play at home. Third world countries, children simply don't get simulated to play. The perception of play for many is still that it isn't really important. Alright? Now, if you search for play on Google, this is what you get. This is what you get. This is the definition of play. The definition is engage in activity for enjoyment and recreation rather than a serious or practical purposes. So what would be the synonym of play? Amuse oneself, entertain oneself, enjoy oneself, have fun, have a good time, relax, and rest. So the example sentence here is, the children were playing by a pool. Okay, we see a pretty serious problem here with our group at Lego Education. To us, play is one of the most important things and the way to learn. There is a saying that play is our brain's favorite way of learning new things. When we play, that is the time that we discover. That is the time that we exploration. So we want to support play as the driver for learning. Now let me introduce to you to sum up the building challenge. I'm going to explain the Lego Foundation holistic model for lifelong learning. Lego Foundation researchers produce relevant research, mainly around play and learning. Based on this, they have created a model that represents the foundation's approach to children's learning. It is a holistic development model that places the child in the center. It focuses on 5 areas of ability: creative, cognitive, and emotional, social, and physical. So what are the 5 areas of ability? Creativity or creative, cognitive, emotional, social, and physical. Now I'm going to explain the model and dive into a few of the examples under each headed. Okay. Do you recognize some of these skills from the model that you just did on the duck activity? Which skills did you represent in your model and where do they fit in when looking at this model? Because we are trying to identify that play is the driver for learning. Following are the further example of the abilities covered in the model. First is we have here the physical abilities. Physical abilities is all about balance. It's all about movement. It's all about spatial understanding, exploration, and manipulation of objects. Next is the cognitive skills. Focusing and sustaining attention, keeping information in mind, following rules, problem solving and flexible thinking, building effective strategies for finding solutions. Let's connect it to the duck activity. For physical activities, we actually do it by understanding and exploration of all the resources that we're gonna do. For cognitive abilities, we focus a lot. We focus on the activity. We tend to finish the activity because we focus a lot. And then we follow rules. We ask you to look for the link. We ask you to download the following link. And then right afterwards, there are teachers who greatly accomplish the given task. Next to a holistic approach to child's learning is the emotional abilities, self-belief, perseverance, confidence, self-control and reflection, understanding and expressing and regulating emotions, knowing one's own limits, practicing and failing and succeeding. So, with our DAC activity, we manage our self-regulation. Creative abilities, coming up with new ideas, imagining things that do not exist, using our representations, transforming existing ideas into new ideas, and making association and using symbols. Next to creative abilities is the social abilities. So, how do we do it since it's a virtual training? Collaborating. We have our chat box wherein we communicate. Try to understand other people's perspective. So with our DAC activity, there is Sir Wax, there is Miss Jen, who greatly assists the questions of all the participants. So social abilities during virtual training is very amazing. Next to that is let's top the 5 characteristics of playful experiences. It is developed by Lego Foundation as well. We're going to compare the list made by the participants with the characteristic of play from the Lego Foundation. I actually saw some comment from our chat box. Thank you so much for appreciating what we are discussing. Now, at Lego Education Preschool, we believe that play is the way to learn. We have researched the common characteristic that play is the way to learn. We have researched the common characteristic of playful experiences and have boiled them down to these 5 characteristics. It is important to say that these lists, okay, are the 5 characteristics that we most often see when we looking at play. So the first characteristic is joyful. Taking initiative, indulging curiosity, and based on inner motivation. For example, when you do something because you're internally motivated, you do it because you want to and because doing it brings you joy. Not because you feel an obligation or duty. For example, when children enjoy what they do and are internally motivated, they naturally seek information and take pride in challenges and remember things for longer. Joy means being motivated to take initiative, being open to a new experiences, to explore gaps in knowledge and understanding, and feeling a spark of curiosity. Next characteristic is meaningful. Meaningful takes place in a familiar environment, fact-based, and provides relevant context. For example, if the situation they're in doesn't make sense or it's not meaningful, children will quickly lose their interest. Playful situations often take place within a meaningful context. The situation is, for example, the children learn through experience that are relevant and meaningful. By exploring things in the environment that are familiar to them, they process and sort information and experiences that are relevant to their own lives. And remember this experience by turning familiar context into symbols of categories and patterns. This shapes children's mental model and allow them to challenge themselves at their own level and to absorb new experiences. Next to that is actively engaging. Working hands-on and learning by doing, learning through experience are what we call hard fun. We have fun that, like for example, there are examples that when you go to Enchanted Kingdom, okay, it's a soft fun because we enjoy, we play, and we explore. But when you go visit to I Create Cafe Manila, it's a Lego Education Creativity Center. We will teach you to create robotics. We will teach you to play Legos. It's called hard fun for you explore, you do programming, and you make the robot move. It's a hard fun because you put effort on it, enable for you to see your output. So we have two types of fun, the soft fun and the hard fun. Next, let's move forward with iterative. But this, it's all about experimenting. It's all about learning through imagination. It's all about comparing. It's all about predicting. It's all about testing and reflecting. For example, when children want to learn on how to ride a bike, they probably won't succeed right away. Even me. They have to try again and again. Okay? Modifying their movements to understand the balance before they can actually ride a bike. Now, imagination allows children to come up with new ideas and things which do not yet exist. Children learn most effectively when they experiment with ideas. Reduce something that is new and iterate by comparing new information to their previous understanding. Using imagination and iteration enable children to think back and forth in time to plan, to predict, to test, and reflect on outcomes. All right? The last characteristic of play is the social interactive. For social interactive, it's all about collaborating. It's all about co-constructing knowledge, inspirational. It's all about encourage of reflection, challenge understanding. With play at the core of the experience, we see so many great enablers for learning. That's why we see play as the perfect starting point for learning. Take note, that's why we see play as the perfect starting point for learning. Okay? So those are the 5 characteristics of playful experience. Now, let's stop and move forward with Lego Education Preschool. Now, we'll focus on Lego Education Preschool. We'll try out some examples, but since it's a virtual training, we'll just run it through. Please take note that children are born to learn. We need to get their formal learning up to a great start. Lego Education Preschool exists for the benefit of children. Children are born active learners. They develop, learn, and explore so much in the first year of their childhood. In fact, an average 98% of 3 years old have genius level of creative thinking skills. Then they start the school. And by the age of 25, please take note that fewer than 2% retain those genius levels of creative thinking. The statistics are based on a study that was published in 2010 called the Creativity Crisis. So with that in mind, we need to find a better way of starting off children's preschool education in a way that keep these creative skills alive. When employers are asked what types of skills they'll demand in the future workplace, Creativity is one of the first on the list. We are tapping early education, childhood education. But please take note that this part is the most important part of learning. So let's talk about preparing people for the future work. Top I have here top 10 skills in 2020 and in 2015. In September 2017, the World Economic Forum released its Human Capital Report with the subtitle Preparing People for the Future of Work. The report states that many of today's education systems are already disconnected from the skills needed to function in today's labor markets. Schools tend to focus on developing children's cognitive skills or skills related to more traditional subjects, rather than fostering skills like problem solving, creativity, and collaboration. Let's take a moment to
Wait lang po, ma'am, nawala po si Ma'am Ana. Ma'am Ana, wala ka pong audio. Walang audio. So wait lang po tayo, no? So while waiting for Ma'am Ana, i-remind lang po natin mga participants po natin, the installer po ay nandun po sa Power INC group. So if you are not yet inside po sa Power INC, pwede po kayong mag-request to join. Okay, don't worry po, hindi po kayo magbabayad. Mag-join po kayo doon. And then, nandun po yung mga installer at mga information. Ma'am Ana.
All right, sir. Do I have the audio now?
Yes, ma'am. Pwede ulitin natin yung last part na nawala ng audio.
Sa preparing people for the future work,
Apo,
sir, or sa... All right. So, let's talk about preparing people for the future of work. I'm sorry for the loss of audio. So, as I mentioned a while ago, preparing our preschooler is the most crucial part. So, we need to consider the most important part of learning. Please take note, I have here the top 10 skills from 2015 to 2020. In September 2017, the World Economic Forum released its Human Capital Report with the subtitle Preparing People for the Future of Work. The report states that many of today's education systems are already disconnected from the skills needed to function in today's labor market. Schools tend to focus on developing children's cognitive skills or skills related to more traditional subjects, rather than fostering skills like problem solving, creativity, and collaboration. Let's take a moment to underscore that creativity has jumped from 10th place to 3rd place in just 5 years, and that emotional intelligence and cognitive flexibility have entered the 2020 skills list. So, what would be the top 10 from 2020 list? Complex problem solving, critical thinking, creativity, people management, coordinating with others, emotional intelligence, judgment and decision making, service orientation, negotiation, and cognitive flexibility. All right. Okay, let's continue. Research has shown a connection between early indicators in childhood and success later in life. So as you can see on my slide, from the early indicators to a successful adulthood. Research has shown a connection between early indicators in childhood and success later in life. It's crucial that we fill children's early years with quality experiences in order for them to develop holistically. Studies underscore the importance of developing a breadth of skills in children. Play has a key role in developing and encouraging and promoting the skills from birth throughout an entire lifetime. The nature of child's play activities will vary depending on the age, depending on the context, and depending on the culture. And of course, we need to consider their skills. It will increase in complexity. However, the basic structure of these skills are present right from early infancy and are supported and strengthened by high quality play experiences. Now, what would be our mission for Lego Education Preschools? Preschool is the age when children are most open to learning and find the most joy in learning. Because at this age, learning is simply part of play. Research often refers to this age as the window of opportunity. When discussing learning, this is when children are most receptive towards learning. This is when children are most receptive toward learning. Therefore, what we do in preschools and how we do it are very crucial. In preschool, we prepare children for school, further education, and most importantly, for life. We teach them life skills, the skills they will use throughout the rest of their life. We believe that learning through play empowers children to become creative, to become engaged, and lifelong learners. Now, let me show you the Lego Education Preschool portfolio structure. It was based on the needs of a preschool teachers. In order to reflect the needs of preschool teachers, Lego Education Preschool has streamlined its focus and product development to better match teachers' needs. This makes our portfolio easier to navigate and communicate while focusing on the most important curriculum areas. This structure should be evident in all of our communication channels. Creative exploration is in the center because this is and always will be at the core of everything that we develop. So this is the main course, creative exploration. Their channels is social emotional development, early language and literacy, early math and science. So here are the materials that we have for Lego Education Preschool. So we have Build Me Emotion under social emotional development. For story tales, we have under early language and literacy. For early math and science, we have the what we call STEAM Park. Later, I'm going to show you the actual set, and we also have the math train. This is an overview of our current content divided into the different development areas. Today, we are working within the social and emotional development area. Now, let me introduce to you the STEAM Park. Okay, Sir Wax, can we please show the ABP video of Steam Park? Thank you so much.
Ito. First,
Steam Park Steam Park video, sir.
Steam Park. Ano na, number 1, number 2?
Number 1, sir.
Ayan, okay. Okay na, ma'am?
All right, there you go. Thank you so much, Sir Wax. So I have here my the actual Lego theme park set with me. I'm gonna show you some of the pieces. STEAM is more than an acronym. It's a philosophy and way of thinking that helps children to integrate knowledge across disciplines, encourage them to think and connected and holistic way. STEAM helps children to explore. It will help them to observe. It helps them to ask questions. It will help them to predict and integrate their learning. STEAM gives a level to what preschools are already doing. STEAM complement established approaches to early learning education. STEAM skills for lifelong learning. Study shows that block play during preschool years leads to higher math achievement as part of out as high school. In addition, when kids play and build with blocks with their peer, it leads to an increase in spatial reasoning and spatial languages. Let's talk about spatial abilities and future careers. Spatial abilities in grade school have significant consequences for your career 11 years later. Please see the chart. Spatial abilities are vital for mathematics. So look at the chart below. We have here for education, for law, social science, humanities, dentistry, business, medicine, performing arts, biological science, visual arts, and physical science and engineering. Spatial abilities are important skill within STEAM. STEAM refers to science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. Spatial abilities refers to a child's capacity to understand, to, to understand reason, and remember the spatial relations among objects or space. Study shows the connection between our mastery of spatial abilities in school and our future career. High school students who score high in standard spatial tests tend to seek careers within engineering, math, or computer science. And please see the chart below. Technology is here. It's here to us, and these types of job will still be in high demand in the near future. So, what is in the box? Okay, all the Lego pieces that you saw on my screens are all the characters and materials inside the box. Would you imagine? It comes with 295 Lego Duplo elements. It comes with functional elements, 8 double-sided building cards for teachers' reference, and a getting started card with 5 activity ideas. Now, I have here some of the materials with me, but let me show you first the key learning values that we can have with this learning solution. STEAM Park is designed to help teachers develop children's science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics skills, including cause and effect relationship, making prediction and observations, problem solving, develop imagination, creating representations, and role play and collaboration. It actually allows our children to experiment, test ideas, and answer questions. So let's explore of what are the functional elements. So what would be the learning outcome for this activity? Children will become familiar with the functional elements, identifying movements of the functional elements, and explore the idea that machines are made of moving parts. Okay, I have here some. Okay, let me show you. Sir Wax, can I share them the materials with me?
Yes po.
All right.
Alin dyan, ma'am?
So no, I'm going to share it
Ah,
with the camera. Okay.
sige. Yes.
So as you can see, I have here the characters. So this is Shena. Okay. This is Marty. Okay. This is Sophia. And we also have here Miss Angel that we can use for storytelling. All right. Okay. I also have here blocks that comes with numbers. Okay. Another materials that we have is we also have flowers and other characters. Then the special thing about with this, it also comes with a part of a castle, a part of a theme park that is complete. Okay. Then these are the other characters. And then if we're talking about gears and its functions, I have here, okay, sets of gears. Okay. If you look at the materials, this is very safe with the kids, and it comes with a very colorful color that technically help our students to become more excited in learning science and mathematics. We have here gears for them to understand how do things work, right? Then the box is very big. Let me show you. This is the whole box. Okay, it's with me. There you go. So that is this theme park. Then the special thing about with this materials, it comes with curriculum and teacher's guide. It comes with the introduction, it comes with the learning grid, it comes with the getting started activities, and it comes with lessons. Did you notice that it also comes with inspirational photos? Actually, for the references, you can go to www.legoeducation.com. So these are the characters that I showed a while ago. We have Shanna, Teresa, Miss Angels, Artie, Matt, and Parker. We put names on our characters for the preschoolers to become more engaged with the toys, for them to take care of it as if those toys and characters are their friends. Now, for the lesson structures, we always follow with all the materials that we have the 4C approach. Okay, connect, construct, contemplate, and continue. As you can see, I have here a sample lesson plan. Okay, for getting started, we have the materials needed. We have here the flow and guideline on how you're gonna accomplish your activity. Then the special thing about with the materials for STEM is it comes with learning grid. This serves as a reference for teachers for them to monitor the skills that we gain from each activity that we create. It was based on the STEAM guidelines from NAEYC. It's created to ensure that each child is developing the relevant STEAM skills. All right, so these are the learning points that we can get from the activity. As you can see, we can use technology such as simple gears and wheels in appropriate ways. We can also ask questions about science and technology related concepts. We can do experiment and tests. We can observe and describe what happened. We can do role play using figures. We can make prediction, record data using graph, and sort categorized objects, and many more. So this is one of the example. This is one of the example activity that you can enjoy. We have the getting started. We have the beginner activity. We also have the intermediate activity and advanced activity for preschools. So for example, the RUMPs, we have there the learning outcomes, we have here vocabulary. And in this lesson, the children will build and test different cars on different RUMPs, measure and compare distance. That's why I show you a while ago the duplos with numbers. And I also have here my car. There you go. That we can use for testing. All right. So for your reference, okay, it comes with a complete guideline for teachers. It also comes with inspirational photos. It also comes with learning grid and worksheet for teachers as well. Then for classroom management tips, if you wish to use our solutions, since it's a bulk boxes, you should have a storage of boxes. Space for activities, it should be done best in floor and tables. You're supposed to organize groups and teams. You're supposed to have jar or box for lost elements. And regularly, you need to do checking. You need to do sorting and element overview. Right. So for advanced activity, I have here a sample of chain reactions. Okay. Other activity that you can enjoy. Now, Sir Wax, can we proceed? Which is the animal bingo.
Number 2, no?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hi there, I'm Trisha, a former preschool teacher, and I'm here today to show you the new set from us at LEGO Education. It's called Animal Bingo. It's a new twist on a classic game that children will love to play together or with an adult. It comes with 8 building cards, which have a model on each side, so that up to 8 children can build at the same time. It also comes with a set of simple visual instructions showing you how to play the game. To play Animal Bingo, have each child pick a card. Then have them decide if they're going to use the green side, which has the model in 1 or 2 colors, or the blue side, which has the model in multiple colors. Make sure that all children use the same side so there are enough bricks for each of the models. Then designate a child to be the bingo caller. A child who picks 1 brick out at a time and shows it to the other children. Children will be practicing counting, matching, and shape and color recognition as they decide if that brick belongs to them and complete their models. They'll also be practicing important social skills such as taking turns and following guidelines. Animal Bingo is also great for free play, and it comes with online videos showing you some quick starter ideas of different activities to use with the set. LEGO Education Preschool, so many ways to learn.
All right, there you go. Thank you so much, Sir Wax. So I have here with me the animal bingo set. Okay. Here. Okay, it's very cute. I'll show it to the camera so you can see. Okay. So this animal bingo is designed for ages 2 to 5 years old. It comes with 49 pieces that we can use for STEAM activities as well. All right. So what are the things that we can enjoy with this animal bingo? We can use this we can use this for shapes and colors. Okay. Then this one, we can use this for matching and counting. It can also exercise their taking turn skills. Okay. Then the good thing about with Lego Education products, it's always comes with the curriculum and activity guideline for teachers. Right. So I have here my examples. Okay. So, can you guess what animal is this? All right. So actually, we have patterns and we have inspirational guide from the box. But then right after that, we can also create. So this is my version of an elephant. It can be a camel as well. All right. So the good thing about with this Lego Duplos, it will really help the child to explore more. Okay, using their creativity. So this is my idea. First, this is my idea of an elephant that turns into a camel. All right. Then I also have here an example of a pink worm since my daughters love color pink and color yellow. So I have here a cute worm. This is color pink and color yellow. All right. All right, Sir Wax, can we now move forward with our third videos?
Okay, for our third video,
Coding.
How's Crystal feeling? Happy. Hold on, hold on.
there you go.
All right, thank you so much, Sir Wax. So I've shown you already the STEM Park and the animal bingo that we can use for science. Now for technology and science, we also have the coding express set. Okay, that will lead you to curiosity, collaboration, and early coding skills. All right. So I have here with me the bulk box of Coding Express. There you go. Okay. That's it. Right? I have here with me here the big box of Coding Express. Right. It's very big. All right. Okay. So that is the Coding Express. We use this to introduce the concept of early coding skills for students. Right? So this box comes with 234 pieces. Since we use this for technology, okay, this Coding Express set comes with a motor that definitely will work and move. So, what are the learning concepts that we want to share with these materials? Is doing patterns, okay, sequencing, looping. All right, so those are the skills that you can get from these materials. And the good thing about with this Coding Express, it also comes with the action bricks. All right, like we have green for go when our train goes to. Okay, I will just bring down the box because this is too heavy. I have here my I have here my train that comes with a motor, and then when it will see the action blocks, okay, the function of these action blocks is to make it move. All right, and then we also have the action bricks that for stop, for change location, okay, and we have different colors of the action bricks that will lead the control of our vehicles. All right. So those are the solutions that we have for early learners. Now I know that there are elementary teachers as well that who is looking for the materials that you can use for your STEAM classes. Sir Wax, can we now move forward with the last video? Excuse me, Sir Wax, can we now move forward with the Lego Education We Do 2.0?
Ulitin ko mamaya.
All right.
Make science come to life with We Do 2.0, a solution that combines the Lego brick, classroom-friendly software, and real-world projects linked to next-generation science standards for 2nd through 4th grades. With We Do 2.0, students explore, create, and share their discoveries as they build, program, and modify projects, helping to ignite curiosity in science and spark a love for hands-on experimentation and investigation. For teachers, there's support every step of the way, with a complete suite of resources that build students' confidence to ask questions, define problems, design unique solutions, and present their findings. What's more, there are more than 40 hours of projects spanning physical, life, earth, and space sciences, as well as engineering and technology, with learning grids, assessment tools, ideas for differentiation, and classroom management tips and tricks built into the curriculum pack. The intuitive drag-and-drop design of the programming software makes it easy for both teachers and students to get started quickly before moving on to more complex projects. Meet curriculum goals and nurture 21st century skills development by putting science discovery in your students' hands. We Do 2.0 makes science come to life.
All right. Thank you so much for airing the video, Sir Wax. So I mentioned a while ago during the discussions of the materials that we created for education are the solutions for STEM that we use for robotics. So for introductory robotics, we also have the We Do 2.0. So as you can see from the screens, this is the sample core set. So what we do here is we will build different types of robots that we can use for exploration. The special thing about with these materials is it comes with a complete curriculum for teachers and activity guidelines. And the coding is very simple. Even the preschooler student can do it. So here's the thing. We're gonna build our Lego model and connect it to our device via Bluetooth. And this is how we do coding. It's very simple. The white thingy on the screen represent the working space wherein we're gonna do coding. And then you just need to click and drag the blocks that correspond to the movements of motors. And then right afterwards, Viola, when you press your created code, the created model will automatically move. Right? So this is one of the tool that we use in order for us to engage our student with STEM. So what are the different robots that we can enjoy with? We have here our getting started activities. Okay, these are the simple robots that we can come up with this. With this type of activity, the student will feel that they are only playing, not realizing that they are also learning from what they are playing. All right. So as you open the software, let's have our software tour. Okay. The special thing about with the software is it comes with teacher resources. As we open, it comes with classroom tips and tricks for teachers. It comes with teacher's guide, lesson plan, and support. That's for the teacher resources. And then under, as you can see, we have here portfolio for our students. Then as we open the classroom project, here are the list of the activity that we can use. In order for them to become familiar with the different activity that they're going to conduct, these are the getting started activity in order for them to study and familiarize on how to use a certain materials. Then let's say that the students are already familiar with the materials that they are using. Okay, here comes the guided project under science. So what would be the other topic? We have pooling, speed, we have robust structure for science, we have drug metamorphosis, plants and pollinators, prevent flooding, drop and rescue, and sort to recycle. Now let me open one of the activity. Let's say that the given topic in science is all about speed. Okay, as you can see from our lesson plan, this activity is designed for grades 3 up to grade 5, and we're supposed to finish the activity for 120 minutes, and its category is already intermediate. If the topic is all about speed, now the scientific question is how can a car can go faster? So this is our objectives. What we need to do is explore the race car pictures, create and program a race car to investigate what factors would make it go faster, document and present ways to make your car can go the fastest. Then as we go forward, okay, it will lead us to the flow of how we should use the materials inside the classroom, right? So as you can see, it comes with a tutorial video to engage the student with a given topic. And then right afterwards, we have here questions, guidelines for exploration. And then after we do the exploration part, that is the time that we will move forward with the create phase. Okay, for the create phase, since that we wish to understand on how a car can go faster, we will build a race car that can move forward and stop at the finish line. Right, so here is the thing. We need to create a race car. Okay, do coding that we can use for exploration. Then you don't need to worry. It's a very friendly software. All the materials that you need is already embedded in here. So even if you are not an IT teacher, you can actually use the materials. So we have here a complete guidelines on how we gonna use or how we gonna do the racing car activity. Okay? Then right after we build Viola, we already have here our race car robots. Okay, there you go. Okay. There you go. This is our race car robot. And then, right after we build our robot that we will use for testing, okay, we need to connect our device to our robot because we're gonna do the coding in the computer and then it will transfer via Bluetooth. So simply follow the given instruction from the software. Okay, I need to press the green button from the hub. Okay, it's car 2. And then Viola, as you can see, it's reading my car already. And it gives me a thumbs up, an indication that my robot is already connected. So going back to the project, when the robot is already connected to our device, that is the time that we will move forward with coding. As you can see, we are using simple blocks. So how to do coding? We have here sets of blocks. Under my screen, I simply need to click the play block, then click, then drag it to the working space. That is the play block. And then I need to choose the motor power to make it move. And then I need to pick direction. And then Viola afterwards, simply click the play block. And as you can see, okay, my wheels now are moving. All right? So this is a very engaging activity for our kids. Okay, so this is the motors that makes our robot move. Okay? Okay, this is the side. So you can see this is the motors that make our robot move. It's connected to the hub that serves as the brain of our robot. Then we need to connect our wheels to the motor to make it move. Right? Then I need to stop it. And then right after we do exploration, we have here patterns for investigation and exploration. It's already embedded with the software. Then we can share as well. As you can see from the software itself, it also comes with camera. We can do recording as well. Okay, those are the tool icons that we can enjoy. Now, I have here some sample robots that you can come up with. I have here my bee pollinator robot. Okay, just for a moment. So going back to the activities that we can enjoy, let's proceed to the classroom project. So the one that we did is the speed topic. We also have the robust structure. This is for the earthquake simulator. We can also create a frog. This one is for the plants and pollinator. I have here my sample robot. This is the plant, and this is a bee pollinator. Okay, this one, we use this simulator, or we use this prototype robot for us to explore the relationship between plants and pollinators. Okay? All right. So here's the other activity that we can create. Then for open projects, there you go. You can also enjoy 8 different activities. This is actually our pattern or guide that we use for open category competition in Philippine Robotics Academy. Please take note that our company is the national organizer of Philippine Robotics Academy here in the Philippines. There are also category for elementary students. And the material for them to join is the WIDI 2.0. Then, for computational thinking, okay, we have here 4 different activities. Then for open projects for computational thinking, we have here 4 different activities. So all in all, having the WIDI 2.0, you can create, enjoy up to 24 different activities. Now, Teacher Wax, can I show them some of my sample robots? Hello, Sir Wax?
Yan po.
Can I project my robot? There you go. So if you wish to study and explore the relationship between the flowering plant and the pollinator, we also have the bee pollinator robot. Okay? There you go. Then, if we wish to study the relationship or the importance of the of people going to the moon, we also have our moon base. Okay. All right. That is a moon-based robot. This is under computational thinking project. If we wish to explore the importance of why the people need to explore the different planets. Okay? There you go. Okay, thank you so much. Then, for our final output today. Okay. Since that I show you already the guided project, usually teachers, we can use the guided project and getting started for first, second, and third quarter of the year. But, and then, if the students are already good into building, okay, we wish to see their engineering skills as well. That is the time that we will move forward with the open project. As you can see from the guided project itself, it comes with the guidelines on how to create a certain robot. But since this is designed for STEAM, we also encourage the student to recreate or to create their own design. For we also want to challenge their engineering skills. Okay, so for your final output, this is not for every viewers to do it. But if you wish to try it, you can actually do the activity with our Lego Digital software. So this is designed for grades 3 to 5. Okay. It was supposed to finish the activity 1 to 120 minutes for the complete discussion. For your final output, I wish you to design a device or a robot that can clean the ocean. For you to do it, you will use our LDD software. Okay, and we have a surprise for those who will choose to do the final output. Okay. For the question on where you were gonna send your output, we will be sharing it to the link. So with this activity, we need to explore why it is important to take care of the ocean and keep them cleaning of plastic debris. So your challenge is to create and to create and design a device that can help physically collect plastic of certain types and sizes from the ocean. Then, since that you cannot program it, okay, we'll ask you to use the story visualizer, or you can come up with an essay discussing of what are the functions of your designs. All right. There you go. So that is our final output for today. Since that we don't have our actual Legos with us, we can use the Lego Digital software. Here we go. We can actually use this. Right? You can actually create your device using the digital software. So each time you open Lego Digital Designer or start a new model, you'll see the welcome screen and you can click to choose from the following themes. Okay? Then for you to pick up, we have 3 themes, the Digital Designer, that you can build your dream model from a huge selection of bricks. Next to that is work with all the bricks from the unique robot set that's under Mindstorms. And then the third one is the Lego Digital Designer Extended. Choosing the Lego Digital Design Extended theme if you want to mix bricks and color, switch out limitations. Okay? All right. So we're almost done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you learned something from us, from Lego Education Philippines, from Pelto Multimedia Incorporated, and from I Create Cafe Manila, our training center. You can actually share your ideas and see other ideas as well. You can also ask questions and make comments. Please add me in your Facebook account. It's Annalyn Aban. You can also add I Create Cafe Manila. If you have inquiries and questions, you can communicate with educators like me and for the other coaches around the world. So to connect with us, simply use the hashtag Lego Education, hashtag Playful Learning, hashtag Learning Through Play, hashtag Lego Education Academy. So these are the social media platform that you can contact us. And from Lego Education Academy and from Pelta Multimedia Incorporated, thank you so much. Mabuhay po kayong lahat. I hope that you learned something from me. Congratulations. And I miss Annalyn F. Aban.
Okay,
Thank you.
maraming salamat, Ma'am Annalyn Aban, no, for that very engaging activity for our teachers, ating po mga participants. And of course, we would like to thank Ma'am Mylene Abiba for helping with us today for giving this kind of training for our teachers nationwide and abroad. Of course, we would like to thank also Ma'am Jenny for assisting us and Dr. Mary Ann Victoriano for
Valentino.
sorry, si Paulo pala yun kasi wala si Paulo eh. Si Paulo. Okay. So, muli po, reminders po sa ating mga teachers, no, na yung po ating activity, ang ating mga output na banggit na po natin kanina kung saan po isisend. So, meron po kasi mga bagong pasok lang ng mga participants na hindi po alam i-download yung kanila po mga software. So, ang software po ay available po sa Power INC Group. Ganoon din po sa page po ni Ma'am Jenny, no, para po ma-download po ninyo. Ano po kasi siya, kailangan po ninyong ng WinRAR o kaya ng WinZip para po ma-extract po yung ating pong mga files para ma-install. Okay, so reminder po, Ma'am Jenny, ano nga po yung mga reminder po natin?
Teka, kasi
May papakita rin si Miss Jen. Meron din siyang mga questions. Pakita mo, Miss Jen.
Nahihila ako sa dami po nang nagsesend sa akin. Akala po nila ako po yung form. Hindi po ako yung form. Meron pong form talaga. Pero po ay nila sa aking inbox. So sobrang excited nilang i-post. Akala nila ako yung wall nila. Pero hindi po. Teka, share ko yung aking screen, yung sa mga una kong na-harvest kasi ang dami, sobra. Teka, share screen ako para aking screen. Yan. Sir Wax, pa-share nga ng aking screen. Yan, hindi masyadong magulo yung screen ko. Teka lang. Ito po yung yung mga BB duck na nakuha ko sa ating forms. So, as you see, ang major takeaway po natin is yung idea mo ng duck ay iba sa idea ng iba. So, ang tips po dito for teachers is don't expect the kids to view the models or the devices na ginagamit nyo na
Definitely.
Na kailangan ang duck ganito lang ang itsura. So, for example, ang advantage lang po pag gumagamit tayo ng digital designer is malaya makakapag-design. So, normally, ang ginagawa po natin dyan, like, meron ako dito, Duplo. So, yung iba po, hindi po, Sir Wax, paki-focus mo yung maganda kong face. Nasaan ka na?
Dali lang.
Teka lang.
Eh.
Wala kasing maganda. Yan, nalito siya. Okay, so ito po yung Duplo na na model na pinadala ni Ma'am Mylene. So, minsan po kasi sa mga models, 'di ba po magbibigay pag meron po kayong mare-receive din na nasan ba yung katulad nitong sa akin? May mare-receive kayong
Activity guide. Yan.
Guide. So ito po yung ating dami kasi nitong So, dahil kami ay naka-quarantine, hindi ko makuha kay Ma'am Mylene yung mga maganda naming models. Inaway ko pa yung Air 21 kasi baka hindi umabot sa ating webinar. Okay. Ito po yung mga card. So, sa bawat card, merong nakalagay na design. So, paano kung incomplete yung design, incomplete yung parts? So, katulad ito, gusto ko tong gawin, pero hindi ko magawa. Basta po, ang importante lang ibigay natin sa bata yung concepts na gusto natin, like duck. Pwede po yung kahit anong duck, basta map. Ang importante po doon, ma-justify nung bata yung idea niya, bakit ganun yung kanyang design. Not necessarily na dapat parehas na parehas kayo nung inyong mga bata. So, kung ito ang idea niya ng car, wala po tayong magagawa doon. As long as alam niya na yung car ay dapat may gulong, or dapat may mga ganito. And then, minsan sa storytelling, buo din sila ng mga parts, like ganito. Okay? So, hindi naman ibig sabihin, if you try to get whatever is in the lesson plan, yun lang ang gagawin. You can ask them to do other stuff. Like, what is your idea or what is your most unforgettable moment? Kunyari, imagine niyo na lang na may carousel to kasi wala akong parts. So, para po sa ibang bata, ang unforgettable moment niya is yung nagpunta siya sa theme park. So, that, it's also a way of connecting to the kids para alam nyo rin yung experiences ng mga bata. Kaya lang po, we also have to be very careful kasi yung ating mga students minsan, hindi nila alam yung pagpili po natin ng words. Kasi yung ibang bata na hindi naman naka-experience pumunta sa mga theme park, wala silang idea about the carousel. Tapos sa instruction mo, nagbigay ka ng, okay, you have to build a carousel. Hindi po sila makaka-relate kasi wala po silang experience. Yun po yung, di ba doon sa ating 4Cs, meron dong connect. Hindi sila makaka-connect sa something na hindi pa nila na-experience. So we have to give them feeder, pwedeng clips, pwedeng kwento ka, ganun po. Yun. So, Sir Wax, balik ka dun sa ko. Sa screen ko po. Kita po. Okay. So, as of now, meron po tayong 296 na nag-send. Yung iba po, nagda-download pa rin ng kanilang app hanggang sa mga panahong ito. Babalikan ko po kayo mamaya. So, remember po, when you upload, i-check nyo pong mabuti yung file name. Kasi ang sinend nyo po sa akin yung ID picture. Nagkamali po yata kayo ng pindot. Meron po nag-send sa akin ng picture. Pakiulit na lang po yung pag-send. Alam niyo na po kung sino po yun. Ayan po, Sir Wax. Okay na po ako.
Okay. So, maraming salamat, Ma'am Jen, for the information. Okay. So, nasa na tayo?
Sir Wax,
Yes, ma'am.
di ba tayo bubunot ng another na mananalo ng 500 pesos?
Well, nabubulit po tayo, no? Pero bago po yan, no? Meron po tayo teacher po dito na magbibigay ng testimony, no? Regarding po dun sa ating mga activity. Hello, good morning, Mr. Albert Lopez. Hello, Sir Albert. Sir Albert.
Sir Albert, nakamute ka po.
Sir Albert. Ano na siya? Sir Albert.
Hello. Mike, Sir Mike, Sir Wax.
Yan po, sige po. Good morning po.
Arin ako.
Opo.
Okay, meron lang ako mga ilang points to consider and then points that I learned earlier. Sa resource speaker natin, as per feedback din ng mga kasamahan ko, congratulations. You earned the 5 C's ng qualification standards. The comprehensiveness, the completeness, the clarity, the creativeness, and in terms of collaborativeness, yung collaboration, pwedeng i-apply talaga ng early childhood or preschool teachers sa learners yan. For as long as well-equipped ang teacher, competent na, skilled, and then yung availability ng Lego. Di ba? Kasi yung availability ng material is one of the prerequisite requirements para ma-apply, magamit, iba practice makes perfect hanggang matutuhan ng teacher maibahagi sa bata. And then, for the learners, test, yung IQ, SQ, at prescribed ng DepEd, the intelligent quotient, the SQ, the social quotient, evident naman dahil may collaboration, may connect teachers at mga learners, at emotion quotient, nag-enjoy ang bata. Kapag gawa yung pagbubuo ng Lego part, di ba? And then, ang magiging suggestion lang dyan, yung kung sa public learning institutions, yung support ng LG, saka yung procurement ng items, ng equipment, para magamit sa preschool, sa kanilang play area. Dahil manipulative yan, di ba? As being manipulated. And then, sa private school naman, siguro yung mga directors, yung may ilagay sa list of priorities nila. With the help of, siyempre, tulungan niyo po na authentic o genuine na Lego for the preschool. And then, generally, the webinars, okay naman, wala naman mga technical glitch. Congratulations to all.
Okay, maraming salamat po no sa naging testimonial po ng participant for this webinar series. Actually po, ang gusto po namin ay maibigay sa ating mga turuan yung mga kailangan po nila pag po nasa classroom na po sila. And of course, we are thankful for having Felta Power para po ma-share po ang lahat po ng mga learnings no para po sa ating mga kaguruan. So maraming salamat din kay Ma'am Ana no for giving us information about Lego. Okay? So marami po nagtatanong kung magkano daw po yung Lego, saan daw bibilhin, paano daw sila magkakaroon po noon. Okay, mag-alala, nandiyan po ang Felta para po i-provide sa atin, no? Sa ating mga school, ang ating pong mga materials. So, tama po ba, Ma'am Maylin?
Oo, baka kala nila nagbebenta kami. Hindi naman po ito promotions. Bali, actually, you can use naman po kahit anong materials. Siyempre, ang ina-advise namin, gamitin nyo yung totoong Lego na lang po. Pero, kung gusto nyo po yung actual kits na nakita nyo, yung kasi ano po siya, talagang Lego Education Kits, mag-email lang po kayo sa feltamultimediainc@gmail.com or punta lang po kayo sa page ng Felta, sa Felta Multimedia. Tapos tutulungan din po kayo ni Miss Jen sa ni Teacher Annalyn kung paano rin po gamitin yung mga materials sa schools nyo. So,
Yes.
Okay, maraming
At yung
salamat
mga links.
for that support, no? Okay, so kanina nabanggit po natin na magkakaroon po tayo ng parapol, no? Para po sa ating mga participants. Kanina may nabunot na po tayo ng 500. Sino nga uli yun, Ma'am Mary Ann?
Ang nabunot po kanina ay si Ma'am Babylin Texon at si Ma'am Maricel I. Ignacio.
Okay, later ibibigay ko po yung 2,500 na yan. Pero syempre, dadagdagan pa po natin yan for another.
Yay!
Okay. So,
Teka, dadagdagan yung winners. Baka kala nila dadagdagan yung 500.
dadagdagan natin ng winner. Okay, ready na ba kayo? So, meron po tayong 6,000. No, kanina ito yung winner, no? May 6,159 po tayo. So, kuha po ulit tayo ng isa pa. Okay?
Sir Wax,
Yes, ma'am.
paano kung hindi, yung nag-pre-registered na yan ay hindi nakasama ngayon? Honored pa rin ba sila? May honored pa rin ba nila yung kanilang prize?
Ibigay na po natin, wag po tayo maghigpit para po sa kanila to. Another winner!
Okay.
Yes.
Wow!
Yes. Okay, pakisulat.
Congratulations!
500. Okay. So, isa pa. Isa pang 500. Last na.
Okay. Go.
Kasi ang budget natin, 2,000 lang. Okay, next.
Tatarapol si Ma'am Ana ng Gcash.
Yes, meron tayo, no?
Gift certificate pala, Gcash tuloy.
Wow!
Another winner, I see.
Ayun,
Sino
may commercial,
Hindi
tanggalin mo yan.
makita.
Joanne P. Ubias.
Yan,
Yes.
very good.
Okay.
Yan po ang another 500. At syempre, nagbahagi din po yung iCafe, no, ng kanila pong ticket. No, ito po siya. Share ko po sa screen. No?
Yes.
Yan.
Share ko
Ama,
lang.
anong laman ng gift certificate
Okay.
mo?
Ayan po.
Kailangan,
Yung gift for,
yan.
alright.
Kailangan bukas na yung phone.
Yeah, you have a free 2 hours in iCreate Cafe Manila. So meron po
Alright.
tayo
Wow.
irarapol. No, 10 irarapol.
Wow.
Sir, little,
Yes.
Sir Wax, excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
Just to make it clear, since some of the teachers is not residing in Manila, iCreate Cafe Manila is a Lego Education Creativity Center by Felto Multimedia. So our team is also conducting virtual training. So right after that po, you can also like yung iCreate Cafe Manila on how you gonna claim your virtual training kung kayo po ay not residing in Metro Manila. Thank you.
Okay, so nandiyan po sa baba yung ano po natin, no? You go to Facebook page po ng iCafe Manila para po ma-inform po kayo about ano po yung ginagawa ng iCreate Cafe. Okay? So let's have another another raffle para po doon na sa Ma'am, sa ano na po ito, Mama? Sa
Gift check.
Gift check.
Okay.
Ay, linawin lang natin, Sir Wax, yung gift, yung mabubunot
Gift
natin na
certificate.
winner, mabubunot natin winner, papangalanan natin yung gift certificate. Baka kasi akala
Oo.
nila pag sinend yung baka may 5,000 tayong gift certificate. Kung sino lang po yung nabunot namin, yun lang po ang honored na gift certificate. Baka
Okay.
bumaha ng gift certificate sa PELTA, pagdating doon sa iCreate, biglang, woo, ang daming tao.
Okay, so another
Tama.
winner.
Okay.
Another winner.
Baka i-post ni Sir Wax yan si Postboy yan
Okay. O ma'am, pakisulat.
Mario J.
Congratulations,
Yes
ma'am.
po.
Picturean
Noted.
natin.
Okay. O, isa pa.
Mario James de la Cruz.
Yes, congratulations, sir.
Ilan ba
Another.
yung GC natin, Ma'am Annalyn?
10.
Ten.
Opo, wow.
O,
Angelito.
pangalawa, Angelito Martin Jesus.
De Jesus.
Parang kilala ko yan.
Okay, pangatlo.
Madaya, disqualified kami dyan. Bakit kaya?
Disqualified tayo.
Hindi tayo kasali. Inside
Okay,
job daw pag nanalo tayo.
Rainier Asuncion. Third.
Ma'am, sulat
Third
mo, ma'am,
winner.
baka tayo
Opo.
mademanda.
Yes po. Naka-note po, sir.
Okay, next. Ito pa.
Fourth. Itong fourth.
Pang-apat.
Pa.
Pito pa.
Ang nanalo.
Apat. Maria, Sharina,
Maria,
Malana.
Sharina.
Number 4 yan.
Number 4.
Darang.
Number 5.
Number 5. Tagal
Number
naman i-card.
5.
Mildred A.
Alamat.
Alamat.
Damag. Okay.
Okay, number 6.
Next. Pang-anim.
Sana tayo din.
Hindi nga tayo kasali.
Larisma. Congratulations.
Six.
Sulat na po. 6 na.
Ruth Naris.
7.
Yes po, noted.
7. Okay. Milmar M. Lenyo.
Milmar, sir.
Milbar.
Leanyo.
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 Ay, next.
Ilan na?
Ilan na?
Dalawa na lang.
Walo na. Walo na po yan.
Dalawa na lang.
Ah. Wala, malulobat na.
Judison B.
Judison.
Ruloda.
Julian.
Ryoda.
Rolyoda.
Ayan.
Last.
Last. Last.
Di po,
tapos-
dalawa pa. Dalawa pa
Hindi.
po. Pang-9 pa lang.
Parang,
Pang-9 pa lang po.
teka, bilangin ko. Baka masobra.
Kabilangin mo ba?
Una po, si Mario James.
1, 2.
First po si Sir Mario James. Second si Sir
Judison.
Angelito. Third, Rainier. Fourth, Maria Chorina. 5 is Mildred. 6, Mayroot. 7, Milbar. 8, Judison.
O, tama. Dalawa pa nga.
Dalawa pa. Dalawa pa ang mananalo ng free na gift certificate from I Create Cafe. I see Mark Angelo ay Goho Cruz.
Okay.
Last na.
Nagtatatalon. O, last.
Nagtatatalon. Paano mo alam?
Last.
Credit
Ang huling
hour. 2
nagwagi
credit
ay si
hours yan. 2 credit hours.
Jeneline L. Castillo.
No?
Okay.
Okay.
Na.
Congratulations!
Congratulations po sa inyong lahat. Okay, let's proceed with our question and answer kasi maraming nagtatanong. No? Magtanong na po kayo kung anong gusto po ninyong malaman para mas malinawan po tayo. Tulungan niyo po akong maghanap ng question dito.
Ay, wala ako dun sa ano.
Sir, ito tanong, bakit po kaya hindi ko ma-open yung LDD6 bricks?
Okay. May sagot ako dyan. Kasi minsan, yung may mga laptop kasi na hindi dumidiretso pag kinlik, ang safest po dyan is open the LDD software and open the file from there. Minsan, ganun.
Okay. And also, may mga nagtatanong, ano daw, bakit di daw sila na-inform na meron palang installer? Actually, meron po, sinasabi po namin lagi yan.
Yes.
Kaya kailangan magpunta po kayo doon. At yung pong ating mga output, no, pwede rin po kayo mag-post sa PETA page.
Yes.
Okay po. Ito po. Sir, ito pa. May certificates po ba sa attendees? Definitely, meron.
Kailangan po kayo, Sir Wax, paki-flash mo nga din yung attendance link kasi may mga nag-PPM na, ma'am, nawala po yung attendance na tabunan, napuntahan ng mga ducks.
Okay.
Tabunan ng mga ducks yung kanyang attendance.
Yan, paki-post sa PELTA yung ducks natin, yung mga sinabit. Yes.
So, lahat ko, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ilan na ba? Ngayon po ay nasa 325 na ducks na po. Malapit na sila mangitlog.
Pwede na tayo maglagay ng poultry. Ng mga duck poultry. Duck farm.
Okay.
Sir, ito po, sabi dito, tuwang-tuwa po ako mag-create, bumabalik yung pagkabata ko po, haha.
Ayan. Maraming salamat.
Very good.
Natutuwa kayo, no?
Okay.
Iba umiiyak na, hindi daw sila makapag-download.
Oo nga, naiyak. May isa pang comment doon. May nag-send din po sa akin kasi hindi nila ma-download yung baby ducks natin na na in-upload. Nagawa sila ng sarili nilang version. So, ang objective po kasi, when you give the same exact bricks for everyone, ang tinitrain na po natin doon is creativity with the limited resources. Yun po ang objective.
Yes.
Kaya may prescribed number of bricks para malimit sila na tingnan natin sino sa kanila ang creative, sino sa kanila ang mabilis ang pick up. So, kaya po, minsan dapat holistic ang approach when you are teaching. Yung mga advanced learners, pwede nyo po silang magamit sa classroom to mentor other kids. Kasi gustong-gusto ng mga kids yung nagtuturo, nagkakaroon sila ng sense of confidence sa kanilang sarili na nakakapag-share. Yan.
Okay. So ano lang po, nasaan na ba yun? Nasaan na yung natin? Pwede pa rin po bang gawin ang mga activities using LTE software even after this session?
Oo.
Yes.
Yes
Yes,
po.
yun na po yan. Pag na-download nyo, that's your resource ready. That's your tool.
Okay.
Diba? Miss Jen, kanila na po yon. So, meron po kayong pabaon at gagamitin pag nagbukas po yung mga schools ulit. Yan.
Okay.
Yay!
Yung
Libre
iba
po, again.
libre. Libre yung software. Baka
Libre.
bumili kayong software, wala po yung bayad. Meron pa pong isang concern doon. Yung iba po, akala po nila hindi compatible yung software sa kanilang laptop. Yung iba po doon, meron lang kayong isang file na outdated, katulad yung GL, parang plug-in. Kailangan lang pong i-update yung library, gagana na po yung software. Kung may mga technical issues po kayo, i-search nyo lang po sa Google ang compatibility issues. Meron po daw mga tutorial online paano i-update ang inyong mga versions.
Okay.
Very good. Yeah, Miss Jen, thank you.
Thank you po sa inyo.
Additional information po for all our educators. If you're having difficulties with your LD, you can also add I Create Cafe Manila page. All our coaches are very much willing to assist our educators. Thank you so much.
Yes po. So nandito lang po kami, lagi po namin kayong i-assist. Mamaya, sigurado, Ma'am Jen, no? Ma'am Marian, tsaka Maylin.
Kakain ako ng maaga para
Hindi naman po tayo sa pagsisin na kanilang mga output. No? Tuwan-tuwa kasi po sila, kaya talagang gumagawa po sila ng kanilang output. So don't worry po kung ngayon lang po kayo naka-attend. Ang video po natin ay recorded, so pwede po ninyong balik-balikan para makagawa po kayo ng output. So don't worry po. Okay po, so yun po.
Sir, sa pa daw. No output daw ba? No certificates?
Of course.
Possible, gusto po natin na mag-output kayo. No, hindi naman po ito na pananoorin nyo lang kami. Okay po?
Tama.
Importante po yun. Yung po ang katibayan na talaga po kayo ay nag-participate at gumawa. Okay? Kailangan po kasi natin na mag-engage po tayo with the activities. Okay po? So meron pa po bang mga tanong? May nakikita pa po ba yung tanong?
Wala ko
Isa lang daw po ba yung output, sir? Yung DAC lang daw po ba?
Ako, marami
Dalawa,
tayo.
di ba?
Simula. Ano yung una nating output?
Ang una nating output ay yung baby duck. Ang
Okay.
pangalawa nating output ay yung sa earth, ano yun? Cleaner, Ma'am Annalyn.
Cleaning the ocean po.
Cleaning the ocean.
Cleaning the ocean. May worksheet sila doon. Di ba?
Oo. And then remind po natin no, yung mga sasali ng competition. No, may prizes po yun. Ililipad po kayo ng pelta kung saan man po kayo dako naroroon. Lilipad po kayo ng eroplano at bibigyan po kayo ng competition. No.
Pero kung nasa Cavite kayo, ibabas, ano para ba, ma'am? Ibabas ba? Hindi sila ililipad, masyad malapit.
Oo, masyado malayo. Babayaran na lang namin.
Yung transportation.
Saka
Transportation allowance.
Transportation allowance. Tapos may kung gusto nyo pa rin, mag-overnight stay na rin sa, dito sa Manila.
Yay.
Yes.
Thank you very much po sa inyo.
Doon sa winner lang po.
Sa winner lang.
Winner lang. Kasama yung family tree.
Baka naman po kasi po, buong barangay ang maisama. Yung lang po kaya natin. Yung winner lang po. Yung lang po, nililinaw.
Okay, anyway, meron po tayong continuation no, sa May 16. No? Another topic po ang ating i-discuss po natin dito. Of course, ang ating pa rin pong speaker will be Miss Annalyn Aban. So, we hope na magkita-kita pa rin po tayo sa susunod na Sabado. And after po ng series na yan, may another series na naman po tayong bubuuin para po sa inyong lahat. Kaya hanggat naka ECQ, no, tuloy-tuloy po ang aming pagbibigay learnings po sa ating kaguruan mula Luzon, Mindanao at sa ibang bansa. Okay, so nationwide po ang ating participants, no, hindi lang po ito local. Kaya nakakatuwa po na marami po nagpa-participate sa atin. And of course, no, yung ating certificate will be provided by Pelta Multimedia. Maraming salamat po kay Ma'am Maylin sa kanya pong ginagawa para po sa ating mga kaguruan. So siguro,
Okay.
ilan po muna sa ngayon, no, yung mga output po ninyo, huwag kakalimutan. Yes, Ma'am Jen.
Pa-shoutout daw po kay Teacher Sai. Nakasubmit
Teacher
na daw po siya na output.
May output.
Umasang mananalo, sir.
Okay. So of course, no, lahat ng SDO po, binabati po namin ng magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Salamat po for allowing your teachers not to participate with us. Especially po dito po
Taliptip
sa
National High School.
Hello po, SDO Olongapo City. Hello po, Ma'am
SDO
Kunan.
Bulacan.
Shout out, DepEd Cavite ICT, Ma'am Cecil.
Okay, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Muli magandang
team.
Ito po ay in partnership with Power NC and Pelta Multimedia Incorporated, and of course, with STEMified ni Ma'am Jen. Ma'am Jen, thank you.
Yay!
Happy Mother's Day!
Happy Mother's Day po!
Day!
For now. Thank you.
Bye.
Pelta team, hello. Pelta team, nanonood.
Oh, hi, Ma'am Con.
Team.
I Create Cafe team.
Hello, Roger. Sir Roger, good morning.
SDO Bulacan, Taliptip National High School.
Senior High School, good morning, mga teachers. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.